Check, check, check. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me see. I had two different streams open, so I'm a little confused on how to run two different streams simultaneously. I don't know if it messes with the settings for this one or not. So let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat. I had two different streams open, so I'm a little confused on how to run. All right, so I can hear myself. So I think everyone should be able to hear me. Live. See who's in here. What's up? What's up, Grand River? Christian, how you doing? What's going on, guys? I'm putting the link to the stream. I don't even know what the link is. Let's see. Here we go. Share. I didn't copy. Let's copy. There we go. Whoops, spelled that wrong. All right, I put it up on Instagram. Elia, what's going on? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about how these signals right here work, so that you guys can better understand them. Let's see. I'm also going to be looking to take some trades. Let's see if there's anything going on right now. Not currently. So I'm currently in 2 trades right now. Let me see if I could pull it up on the screen. What's this? Yeah, so these are the trades I'm currently in. I'm only in 1 trade right now, actually. Like, this is just a BS trade. This is my bot currently in a trade. So I'm currently in this Bitcoin position. I actually set this one up last night. I think I set up bids at $47,050 and at $47,000, and they actually both filled. So they're each for 50,000 here. So you see, you have 100,000 total. Let me see what's down here. So yeah, so currently I have 1 trade open right now, which is this Bitcoin one. So currently up about 1,200, 1,100, depends where the price goes. We're currently looking at the Ethereum. Let's switch this over to Bitcoin. There's a trade I'm in. So you can see for the day, in Ethereum, we're up about $1,800. In Bitcoin, in realized P&L, we're up about 200. Plus, we have another 1,200 here, so we're up about 1,400. So that's what, like 3,200 profit, and it's 11 a.m. I woke up about 2 hours ago, so not bad for a Monday morning. So you'll see these really small positions here. These are trades that, so I still have my bot set up running trades, and it runs really small trades. So you'll see these little small positions that the bot is basically taking. They're very small positions. So you'll notice my trades are a lot bigger. Okay, so we got some movement here. So currently, I don't know if any of you guys are currently trading. I have orders. If you look at my conditional orders, I have orders for Bitcoin and Ethereum currently set up. You'll see my Bitcoin orders are set up over 48,000, and you see we're getting this movement right now. My Ethereum orders are set over $3,400. Now that we have, look, you can see that our profit went up to 1,600 currently. Let me stop the stream here. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. If you guys can see me. Have I been talking to myself the whole time? Okay, yeah. Is that I was running multiple streams. I'm still learning how to figure it out. That was the issue. It was like I don't think YouTube knew where to run the stream from. So it was locked on the other stream. All right, let me see. Yeah, so can you guys hear me now? What's going on, Rivers? You barely slept? Why'd you barely sleep? My stream seems to be lagging. Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me? Seem to be having issues on my end. Stream is healthy. Stream settings. Watching that money add up. Yeah, man. I went to sleep like at 2 a.m. probably. So you guys see this trade that I have here that I currently have open. I filled this trade at around 3 a.m., 2 a.m. I don't know what time exactly, but basically Bitcoin moved up. I think it was this candle right here maybe. And I was able to take profits. So I think that's around when I went to sleep, and then where I went to bed, right? And then at 1:30 a.m. I think it was, Bitcoin went down again. I think the thing is, I don't know what this time is on that I'm looking at right here. But I know that Bitcoin went down again and filled my orders and went back up. So I took some profits again, I think, or I'm not sure when it was. So I don't know. I went to bed. I know that I took profits. I closed my trades. And then I set up some bids to be filled if price went back down to 47,000. So you can see at 47,000, my bids did get filled and price went back up. I think it was here where my bids got filled. So I'm thinking it's around there. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I think it's around here. And then price has been going up ever since. So this trade right here that I'm up around $1,000 on, that got filled while I was asleep. So I woke up to basically a profit of around 1,000. I think it was around 800, and it's gone up ever since. I've taken some profit, so you can see that on the day I'm up $500, 581, and I have about 1,200 in unrealized profits on Bitcoin. You can see I'm up on the day 1,850. Yeah, you can't write with you can't write with all caps, bro. You gotta write with regular you know, with lowercase, no caps. The bot does not like caps. All right, so I think I'm gonna put my stop here. I'm moving my stop up here on Bitcoin, on my Bitcoin trade. I'm probably going to move it just below 700. So if we get below 700, I'm gonna stop out and profit for about 1,000 more, and I'm good with that. Yeah, so it looks like it's going below. I have my stops set up there, so that'll just close out the trade right there. That's fine. We're good with that. We will look for re-entry at another point. So right now, the only other, I'll show you my orders right now. So you'll see I have 2 orders set right now, and these are basically for a breakout. So if price goes above 48,000, $48,025, I have new entries there, and for Ethereum above 3,400, I have entries set up there. So those are the entries that I'm currently watching as of this moment right now for a move up, because right now the move is closer to the upside than to for a pullback. If there was a pullback, I would probably maybe look for an entry back down at 47. It would be tough for me to enter anywhere in the middle in between that. So I don't know. We have to see. We got to see what happens here. You saw how close this got to my stop loss just now. Look, it turned. Look at this. This literally went to, let's see, the low was at 47,675. My stop loss is at 47,677. So you're probably wondering, why didn't I get stopped out if the price went below my stop loss? Well, that's because I have my stop loss set up as the index price, not as the last price. This is why I tell people to do this, because sometimes the price is going to just flash underneath your stop loss real quick and bounce back up just like it did right now. And it'll stop you out. If your stop loss is on last price, as soon as that price touches whatever your stop is set up, is going to immediately close the price. And sometimes the candles will do this. It'll push down real quick to stop you out, and then it'll push right back up. So if you have it on mark or on index, it's not going to stop you out, because the average price needs to fall below that price. And here we go. We got to move up again. Here we go. We got some movement. Remember, guys, we have our new orders set up above 48,000. So if we get close to 48,000, I might even close out this current open order. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So you see my orders up here. They're already set up. I wanted to move up my stop. All right. I'm going to market close the remaining position here, because I don't want it to come back down. See, like it's coming back down right now. So I market closed the remaining position. It was around 7. I can't tell. It's not letting me know what price it's closed at. But I closed it right before it went down. So I got out in the green there, in the green candle. Oh, the candle was still green there. We're watching for a break above. This is my entry up here. So I want to break up here. This is my next entry. Rivers, so I have a few indicators set up on there, but they're not the default indicators. It's basically a moving average, and then it's another indicator called super trend. But I have customized configurations on it. I can't give out all my secrets because then what's the point of anyone watching the stream if I give you all the secrets? I need people to watch the stream, right? Short. I'm not looking for any short entries right now. I like to trade with the trend, so I'm not looking for short entries right now. I'm only looking for long entries at this moment. Any pullbacks, I'm using pullbacks to fill long entries. So if we have a big pullback, I'll look for another long entry at a lower price. I'm not using pullbacks to short the price right now. Because it was the price was already close to my next order. You see, my next order is filled is at 48,025. So I chose to close as close as possible to the 48,000. I wanted to close at 47,900, but you can see that price went really fast. So once it started coming back down, once I saw it break 47,800, I decided to close the price on that and look for a new entry. So I was happy with my profits there. I think on that trade, I probably did like $2,000 profit. So now I'm just going to sit back and wait for another entry. I'm going to wait for either this entry to hit. I have 2 entries right now that I have set up, an Ethereum entry and a Bitcoin entry. So I'm going to wait to see if one of these entries hit here. If they don't, then we're just going to chill. Yeah, so we just had a big sell off there. Let's take a look at the new indicators that I'm running, guys. So this is something that I'm trying out here. While there's no action right now, there's no price action. Let's check. Let's look at the indicators here. Let me move this out the way. Pull up the indicators here. So let's see, where did Ethereum went up to 3,400, so it almost triggered my order for Ethereum. My Ethereum order almost triggered. I'm at 3,405. Let me see. All right, so for the signals, let's take a look at these. So this is what it looks like, right? So the whole idea here is you want to look to enter when there's a buy signal, right? When there's a buy signal and we have the candle close, you want it to be both above the red line. So we haven't seen a red line in a while because we've been so bullish lately. but you want to make sure that the candle is up both right here. Look at this, above this red line, right? And it's above the blue line. So on a candle close above both of those lines, plus a buy signal, that's when you enter a long trade here, right? So you can see here, this closed above both lines after a buy signal. So the closing price here was around 44,800, right? So if you would have entered there at 44,800, let's pull up this right here. Let's say we entered 44,800. You would have rolled this to the top. That's almost a 7% move from when the entry triggered on the buy signal. Now, how do you set up your stop losses? So for the stop losses, what I recommend, and you could do whatever you want, but the way I'm setting it up is, you see the green line, right? You want to set your stop loss below the green lines here. So for example, once I entered, my stop loss would have been set around down here, around 44,500. Once the price went up, I'm moving my stop loss with the green line. You notice that the price hasn't gone below the green line. So I would have been just moving my stop like this, moved it over here, moved it over here, moved it here, moved it here, moved it here. And currently, if you're still using the same exact setup, my stop loss would currently be around 47,100. But of course, you can customize this. You can trail a lot tighter. You can take profits wherever along the way, wherever you want. That's all up to you. This is just the idea for you guys to use and then to build up from it. So that's how I would use these signals here. Okay, that's how you're supposed to use the signals. And if you look at the Ethereum chart, it's basically the same exact thing. You got the buy signal on this candle right here, right? So what are we doing? We're waiting for it to close above this blue line and above the red line. Once we have the close there, we're entering on the very next candle, right? These are 15-minute candles. So we're entering on the very next candle. The next candle opened up at 31.65, right? So you would have entered there, 31.65. Let's look at 31.65. Let's say that we rolled that up to the top of this. That's a 7.5% move. So if you entered on this buy signal, that's a 7.5% move to the top. So the same thing. You're putting your stop loss below the green line. You would have seen that if you moved it up here, it almost hit right here, but then we got a big move up. So you would have moved up your stop, moved up your stop, moved up, moved up, moved up. And currently your stop would be sitting around 33.40-ish, right? And you just be chilling right now. Like right now there's nothing to do. You would have your stop right there and just letting the price run. Again, you can use this however you want. You could be taking profits along the way. You can use a tighter stop. It's up to you how you want to use it. I'm just giving you the basic formula, as most basic as possible, and then you're going to use this however you want at that point, right? Whatever you prefer. This is just where you can start from, and then you change it, however it is that you prefer to change it. Nightbot is going crazy here with all the messages. He's got to chill out. I gotta mess with the settings here so it won't be spamming the chat like this. If you're in the chat, guys, let me know. If you guys have any questions about how these signals work on the charts, also let me know in the chat. Let me go to the Nightbot real quick. Commands. No, it's on timers. Let's see. How do I disable? Okay, I'm gonna disable this one. So you saw that we had a perfect exit on our Bitcoin trade. So pulling up the where we're trading right now, you'll see, remember we exited out on this candle right here after a big rejection. Now look at the next candle. So we literally had a perfect exit there. So right now our profits for the day on Bitcoin, we've done about $1,700, almost 17. On Ethereum, we've done $1,800 in profit. So altogether, that's what? Let's see. We got 1693 plus 1838. Something's wrong here. 1694 plus 1839, $3,500. So we're over $3,500 in profit on the day so far. Yeah, the signals work for short trades as well. So let me move this out the way. Let's go back over here. So for shorts, you just gotta look for the sell signal, right? So you can see a sell signal here, but let's see the sell signal. When we got the sell signal, that was on this one. So you would have entered, I think you would have entered on this candle here, which was, this candle opened at 44,500. The low that we got was 44.43 something. So you would have been stopped out here. So you're not, the signals aren't going to be 100%, right? But you just need to wait to catch the big one like this one. So you would have been stopped out here, right? Let me see, that price was, for the stop out was 44,675, and you opened at, where was the opening for this one? 44.5. So it was a very, very small loss, very minimal loss. You'll see how we minimize the losses here, and then the next trade you would have opened the next one, it would have you know, gone crazy, right? So if we back up though and we say, okay, let's actually look for a short trade here that worked. You can see this one. This one gave a sell signal where the next candle opened at 44,410. And you can see the low here was 44,300. So you could have made a small profit here if you were taking profits. Eventually this one would have stopped you out. You would have got stopped out probably around here, 44.4 something. So if you did not take profits, you would have stopped out at break even, I believe it's what it looks like here. You would have been stopped out somewhere around break even, as long as you're playing it the way that I told you guys, moving your stop losses up and up, and you know, just following the red line. So you can use this both for long signals and short signals. The thing right now, if you want your percentages to be better, trade with the trend. Don't try to trade against the trend. So this one right here, another short signal. So this one is below the green line, check, below the blue line, check, right? So once it closes on the sell signal, we're entering on the very next candle. So the next candle opened at 42,314. You can see the low here was 41,700. So what is our entry? 42,314 to 41,710. So that would have been a nice little profit if you didn't take profit and you got stopped out here. 42,3 something. And what was the entry again? 42. So you would, if you did not take profit and you just kept moving up your stop loss, you would have stopped out probably in at break even, right? So I think you would probably be taking profits. I always recommend taking profits, but yeah. So right now the trend has been to the upside. So that's why the upside has been way better than trying to play the downside. So that's just the other thing, you know, trade with the trend. That's why we have the moving average here, and you want to make sure that you're trading with the overall trend, right? Mon W, the signals are an algorithm. It's all algorithm, and I'm using a few different indicators and trying to put them together to set up the signals, right? So that's how the signals are coming up. So using the buy and sell signals plus using this moving average should help you so that the signals are pretty accurate, right? Yeah, exactly. The trend is your friend. So you should trade with the overall trend. So because right now the overall trend is to the upside, even if there's a sell signal, maybe you should, you know, wait it out. Like right now, I'm not looking to take any short trades. I like to make life easy for myself and trade with the trend. All right, so currently, this is where we're at currently, guys. We don't have any open positions right now. Small pullback in the market, not really much going on. You can see these open positions here. These are a bot that's trading. I have a bot open and it trades very small positions. So that's why those positions are so small. I haven't manually opened up any trades right now. So right now you can see that we're up in profit. We're about 3,500 for the day. And we're just going to be patient here and look for the next entries. There's nothing to do here right now. So when there's nothing to do, you just, what you call, sit on your hands and you wait. There's no reason to try to force any entries for no reason. Let me catch up here with my Discord group really quick. Sorry guys, I'm eating some raisins. I haven't ate anything, so I'm eating some raisins. Mon W, he says, I went on a weekend break with my family last weekend, came back yesterday and missed all the trades. How did you balance your trading at the beginning? I trade from my phone, bro. So I do all my trading on my phone. I have alerts set up, so anytime there's price movement, anything like that, I get notified on my phone. So yeah, I do everything, the same thing I could do from the computer, I could do it from my phone. Yesterday I was literally at the beach when price started moving, and I did like 2 or 3 trades while at the beach within like half an hour, maybe an hour. And I was, you know, made profit on those trades. So there's plenty of time. There's plenty of times when do you need me to mute so you can make the smoothie? Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. We're getting making a smoothie for me over there. But yeah, there's plenty of times when Bitcoin is very slow, and you'll have plenty of time to do whatever it is you want to do. When Bitcoin is moving, you have to be able to create some time to try to take some trades. And if you want to take a break, that's totally fine as well. That you can take whatever time off and not take any trades. Just know that you're gonna miss the trades, obviously. But the good thing about trading, there's always another opportunity. So. All right, hold on. Let me mute right now while we're blending. So I mean, I've been trading for a long time. I've been trading probably like 8 years at this point. I mean, when I first started out, it was in the beginning, it's more about experience. Like your focus should be on learning and getting experience more than anything else, right? So you have to put the time in. There's no secret or magic way around it. You got to put the time in. Now, with my group, what I do with my group is that I share what I'm doing. But even with me sharing what I'm doing, like a lot of people still have trouble because they don't have enough time. They haven't put enough time in. They don't know enough in order to be able to keep up with the execution of the trades, going in and out, setting them up, stuff like that, right? So in the beginning, you gotta dedicate the majority of your time to learning. Really, thank you. You gotta dedicate the majority of your time to learning, and trading with a small amount of money. You don't want to trade with large amounts of money until you're ready to trade with larger amounts of money. All you're going to be doing if you're a losing trader, if you're inconsistent with small amount of money, more money is only going to make you lose more money, right? So in the beginning, you got to focus on learning and gaining experience. The only way to gain experience is by trading, right? So you could trade what's called paper trading, where you're trading with fake money, or you could trade with really small amounts of money. Because the thing with paper money for me personally, I didn't like it because I didn't have any feelings. Like, I didn't have any skin in the game. So it didn't really mean much when I was paper trading, right? At least for me. I needed to actually get burned by making mistakes. I needed there to be consequences in order for me to learn. So I traded with real money from the beginning, lost a bunch of money, and then eventually got that money back, right? But it took years. It's not something that happens overnight. So I recommend to use money, but use small amounts of money. Like set yourself up a budget of $1,000, for example, right? That's your trading capital. Now for your positions, you only want to be trading with you want to make sure to calculate. You got to learn how to calculate your risk per trade, so that if you lose, you're only losing a small percentage, right? So if you're using $1,000, your risk per trade should probably be around 1%. So that means if your trade is a loss, you only lose 1% of your money, which is $10, right? So on losing trades, you should be losing $10. On winning trades, you should be winning probably at least $20, right? And then you just do that over and over and over. Now, it might not seem like a lot of money, but that's the point. You want to be able to be consistent with a small amount of money before you move on to trading bigger amounts of money, because you want to minimize your learning, the cost of learning, which is something that is going to happen. There's a cost to learning. The same way you pay for schooling, right? You pay for tuition. You got to pretend that this is your tuition, right? Take a college loan out and put it into your trading account. That's your tuition. So whatever you lose in trading when you first start, that's going to be your tuition. That's how you have to look at it. You can't get emotional about your trades. I know I used to get discouraged when I would lose a trade, and then I wouldn't take the next trade. Then the next trade would be a winning trade, and then I'd really be discouraged, because then I'd feel like I'm only taking the losing trades and I'm missing out on the winning trades. Because I would basically, what I was doing is I had a set of rules. I would take one of the trades, and then basically it would be a losing trade, right? I would stop out. So I get discouraged if it happened 2 or 3 times, and I wouldn't take that next trade, that third trade, that fourth trade. That would be the one that's the winner, that would cover the losses for all the losing trades, right? And make me profit. So I would skip that one out because I would be discouraged. So what happens? Now the next trade comes up, I get in that trade, and that was a losing trade again, right? So now I'm really discouraged. Then the next one I skip out, and that's the one that takes off. So instead of waiting to enter at the right spot, I FOMO in, and then the price goes back down. And it was just a constant circle of mistakes that I was making over and over and over again, mainly because I just didn't have the discipline and experience to understand losses are part of the game. You can't trade without losing. There's just no such thing. You will lose, and you will lose a lot. So you have to get used to losing, and you have to be okay with losing, right? So that's why it has to be an amount that you're okay with losing. You don't want to, if the amount that you're losing is causing you to lose sleep, then you're using too much money. You got to use less amounts of money. So basically that's the process, man. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not an easy process, because it's a war within yourself, right? There's nobody else. It's just you and you. The only person you could blame is the person in the mirror. You can try to blame the market if you want. You could blame people on Twitter. You could blame whoever. You could get mad at people that are bearish when you're long. You could get mad at people that are long when you're bearish, right? But at the end of the day, it's nobody else's fault but your own, because you're not disciplined enough to know when to get in and when to get out of trades to minimize those losses, and to get in to maximize those losses, those winners. So it is a long process. It's not easy. It's very difficult, but it's doable. That's the thing. After all that, it is doable, right? Think of anything that you've ever done in life. I don't know what you guys do for your career, but when you first start, you don't know anything. You make mistakes, right? The only difference with doing that and doing this is that when you're making mistakes there, it probably doesn't hurt as much because you're probably not losing money, right? You're probably getting paid to do whatever you're doing. So if you make a mistake, it's not a big deal. You didn't lose money. Here, your consequences are instant. If you make a mistake, you will lose money. Even if you don't make a mistake, you will still lose money sometimes. And that's the issue, that it goes against our ways as a human that we function, our understanding and our comprehension as a human, how we've been raised, you know, for the karma, for not the karma, but for the mistakes to you know, you literally pay for your mistakes instantly. So it's just, and the way that you get over that is with experience. So it all goes back to, you have to start with a small amount of money and make as many trades as possible, because you need to try to make as many trades as possible so that you can get it out the way. That's the easiest way that I can explain it. Make as many mistakes as you can right now to get them out the way, and learn and learn and learn. Because I've probably had more losing trades than you've ever taken, total trades that you've ever taken, right? And that's the difference between you and I, that I just have that much more knowledge and experience because I've done it so many times. I've done it so many more times than you. So you need to do it a lot in order to really understand and wrap your head around how the game works, right? So hopefully that helps. Hopefully, I don't know if I answered your questions or not. I know I went on a rant, but yeah, man. Prerequisites to join the VIP would be, you definitely need to know how to execute trades so that you can follow along. If you don't know how to execute trades, it's going to be difficult for you to follow along. So you need to know how to execute trades, longs and shorts. You need to know how to set up stop losses, how to set up take profits, how to use trail stops. I mean, you don't need to know these things, because I will teach you, and I'll mentor you to better help you understand how to set all of these things up. And I have videos on all of these, and I could answer these questions for you once you're in the group as well. But it helps to speed up, you know, what you're doing if you know these things, right? The other thing is the exchanges. You need to trade on exchange with leverage. I trade on Bybit personally. It's my preferred exchange, is where I've been trading for the past 2 years. But you can trade on another exchange that has leverage. I just don't have as much knowledge on those other exchanges. So I know there's some people on the group that use Binance. I think Binance is terrible. I think it's trash. There's some people that I think use KuCoin. I don't have enough experience trading with leverage. I've never traded with leverage on KuCoin. So there's only so much help that I can give you if you're on another exchange. If you're on Bybit, I know everything about Bybit basically, so I know how to help you guys with it. And I have a ton of videos on that. So that's the only other thing I would say. You're getting burned now since it's the beginning in trading crypto. Yeah, man, it's part of the process. Just understand and know that it's part of the process, and that I went through that, and every other trader who is profitable went through it. Don't think that it's just you. You gotta soldier on. You gotta get through that process. Yeah. You have to definitely. So one thing that turned me from a losing trader to a very consistent trader was learning to take profits. No matter how small the profit, take profit. Because what happens when you have a big trade and you have you see it's a large amount of money, you get greedy and you're like, oh, I just made $100. But what if I made $200? And what if that 200 then turned into 300? And then your mind starts just like racing, and you're like, oh my God, my $100 could turn into $1 million if I just leave this trade open and I don't do anything. So what happens with that mindset, if you're not taking profits, that trade prices don't just go up. So that trade will likely go back down and you will lose your profits. And what happened to me all the time is that my winning trades, I was winning a lot of trades, but then they were turning into losing trades because I wasn't taking profits when I should have. I was getting greedy. So that's a big thing that I think a lot of new traders need to learn, is to take your profits always. Look at this, guys. So in the beginning of the stream, I had my Bitcoin position open, and our profit was around, I don't know, $1,000, right? $1,000 something. It ran up here, and I saw that this rejection, I saw it coming back down. So what did I do? I closed my order. I took my profits, and then look what happened. This went all the way back down. So if I would have left this trade open, I would have lost half my profits on this move down, right? Now, yeah, of course, the price could go back up and it could, continue up. I already have a plan for that. If the price goes up higher, I have an order set. It's ready to go. My order is ready to go. But if it goes down, guess what? I have another order set. I have orders ready to go there as well. So I'm just playing both sides of it, I'm looking to take profits as often as possible. So sometimes you'll see that I'm posting, I went 10 for 10 today in trades. That's because I'm taking profits. Then when the price pulls back, I'll enter again. And when it goes back up to the same spot, I'll take profit again. And if it just continues to do that, I will take profits every time up here. I will buy again every time down here. And I will do that over and over and over for as long as I can. If it breaks beyond that and it goes higher, I have an order set up there. If it breaks below this and goes lower, I have an order set down here. So I'm set up on both sides of the trade, and you can see I've been taking profits consistently all day, and I'm up $3,500. So yeah, guys, you gotta know to take profits. You gotta consistently take profits in order to be a profitable trader. Obviously, you can't be a profitable trader if you're not taking profits. That goes hand in hand. I did not have a mentor, no. My only mentor was YouTube, I guess. The thing with YouTube, information is very scattered and it's very difficult to find. So that's, I watched a lot of different stuff, and you basically have to piece the puzzle together. You have to take pieces from different things and try to puzzle it together yourself, because information is just very, very scattered across YouTube. You will find everything that you need on YouTube. It's just very difficult and it's very scattered. And like when you're beginning to learn how to trade, you don't know what you don't know. So you don't know what you're supposed to look for. That's the issue. You don't know what you need. You don't know what to look for. So all the information is out there. It is out there for free. It's just tough to find it. So I do want to put together a trading course. I think I've been talking about it for a while now. I just haven't put it together. But for now, I have my mentorship group that you can enter, and I could basically walk you through exactly what you're supposed to be doing. To find take profit points, you have to map out support and resistance levels. and whole numbers is another big one. So that's usually what I'm looking for. I'm looking for previous resistant levels, and I'm looking for whole numbers. I'm also looking, of course, at price action. So there's a lot of different things that you just got to kind of map out. I think the simplest way to go about it is look for previous resistances and supports, right? Use those levels as areas to take profit. And once you're in profit, then make sure to use a trailing stop and just trail the price, as much as you can. What's this? Oh, nice. Got me a little avocado tomato salad here. Thank you to my assistant. Do I think Bitcoin will pump again? Yeah, eventually. So, so another thing that's important when trading, you got to know times. So Bitcoin usually moves at very specific times. And usually its movements are not like the time that it moves is not a mistake, and it's not by accident. So times you need to watch for is usually between, I think, 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. Then again between 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. And these are all Eastern Standard Time. So you need to, I don't know what your time zones are, but for me, it's 3 a.m. to 6 a.m., 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. You'll notice after 11 a.m., volume usually cools off. It drops off. That's because it's considered lunchtime. So a lot of people aren't making trades. Then volume should come back in after 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But most likely between 3 to 4 p.m., right? 3 to 4:30, around there. You'll notice Bitcoin likes to move between that time as well. And then at the time of closing, when the candle closes. So that's usually around, right now, it's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you'll notice between 7 to 9, pretty much, there'll be movement in the market as well. So those are the time frames that you need to watch for. No problem. I'm glad I could help out. I've been live now for 1 hour and 15 minutes. So we haven't taken any trades here because there just hasn't been any setups. So when there's no setups, there's nothing to do. You just kind of chill. I'm watching Ethereum. So Ethereum at this right here, this is an interesting spot that could potentially be an entry. That's what, 33.50. So that's an interesting spot. I want to see what price does here. If we look at Bitcoin, you see Bitcoin around the same area, 47,400. Has some sort of, it's a very small support, but it has some support. Rivers, appreciate it, man. Daryl, what's going on? What's up, brother? How you doing? Yeah, so for those of you who, whoops. For those of you who are here for the day trading, there's currently no setups. So we're just being patient here. You can see we're up about 3,500 on the day. And there's really not much to do. Price almost broke out and hit our next entry, but it got rejected before it got there. So it got pushed back down. And now we're just kind of watching the trades that you currently see open here. This is I have a bot that does trades. It trades very small positions, so you can see these position sizes are extremely small. There's a $10 position. Ethereum position margin, $100 position. Okay, so the bot's opening bigger positions here on Ethereum. $200 position in XRP. So basically what the bot does is as the price goes down, it'll buy. And then when the price goes up, it'll sell. Very simple. And it doesn't really do much. It makes, a few dollars a day. I'll say it makes, unless there's a big pullback, it'll make maybe like $20 a day. But if there's a huge pullback, it could make like a few $100s in a day. So it just depends. Who else is tuned in right now? Drop a comment. Drop a comment on the chat so I can know you guys are here. I know there's some lurkers in here. Where my lurkers at? What up, David? I mean, not David. Michael, yes, sir, I am eating. I'm eating on stream. I haven't ate today. And I've been live for about an hour and a half. I have a nice smoothie here. Oh shit. FaZe, what's going on, bro? I haven't seen FaZe in so long, bro. What's up? Nope, not tacos. I'm eating a tomato and avocado salad. Most successful and worst single trades. I think when was it? Last year. Last year on our run up to 69,000. I think I opened a trade around maybe 55,000, and I let it run up all the way to like above 65. And I think I made on that trade like $40,000, something like that, in the span of like a month or something. I forgot. Like as far as one trade, right? Worst trade, also probably also last year. Nah, I don't know. But I think I'm trying to think. There was a trade that I didn't set a stop loss, or it didn't trigger. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I probably, because of that, it went down, right? And it was like a huge drop. And I was like, damn, what do I do? And what I should have done was just close out the trade at that point and live to see another day. But instead, I doubled down on my position. And I was like, whatever, let me just buy here. And like that, if it goes, and it should go back up, and I'll at least break even or something. So I doubled down in the position, and then it went even lower. And then it stopped out. Then I set up a new stop out, but I lost. I probably also lost around the same thing that I gained, the same amount as my best trade. So I probably on that one trade lost around $30,000-$40,000. So I had, my best trade was around $30,000-$40,000 in one trade. My worst trade was also a loss of about $30,000-$40,000. So I've been on both parts of it. All right, guys, we have prices dropping down right now. QS ticker? I don't know what QS ticker is. How to set up trading bots? There's different services that offer it. The one that I'm currently using is called 3 Commas, and you just basically set it up through APIs. All right, hold on, guys. I am looking here. I'm looking for potential. So prices has been pulling back. You see how we exited at the perfect moment, right? And look what just popped up. We just got a sell signal, but you see how it's disappearing? This is why you don't like, just because it says sell, it doesn't mean to open a trade here, right? So what are the rules, guys, for these sell signals? Who knows the rules for the sell signals? So the candle has to go below both the green line and the blue line, and then you would open a trade on the next candle. So you see how the sell signal disappeared because the price is still moving. So the candle is not closed yet. So if the price goes lower, the sell signal is going to appear. If the price goes back up, the sell signal is going to disappear. So until this candle closes, it is not confirmed. So the candle will have to close with the price lower. It'll say sell, but we're not entering until we see a close of a candle below the green line and a blue line, if we were looking to take a short entry. Now, we're not looking to take a short entry, so I won't be selling, but just to give you guys an idea. crypto coin Luna 1, is that multiple coins or is that just one? I don't know, man. I don't do a lot of what you call shit coins. I don't really care for them. I will outperform the majority of all those random coins just by trading myself with leverage. So I really don't I don't dive into the gutter looking for coins called OutSwitch and crypto coin Luna 1. I don't know what any of that is. Those all sound very random. Hello, Milena. How nice of you to join us. Very late. 2 hours in, basically. All right, so price went down, but you see how it went all the way back up. So I'm gonna take a flyer here, guys. I'm gonna take a very small position. Remember we were speaking about 33.50. I'm going to enter a position there at 33.50. Let's see what happens. All right, so you see here, I just entered a position, 33.50. We're going to set a stop loss probably below this low right here. So my stop loss would probably be somewhere around here. So I'm looking to set it up. Where's my order? All right, so we're gonna go right here where it says take profit stop loss. We're gonna add. We're gonna go to stop loss 33. Let's do 33.25, right? We're gonna do it for the 50,000 contracts. So I'm not gonna do the 1,333 contracts. That's the bots contracts. So I'm not touching the bots contracts. I'm only doing the ones I opened myself. So I'm gonna set up the stop. And we're in the trade. So you can see we're now about $50 in profit. So let's see what happens here. So the reason I'm entering here, we spoke about this earlier. This spot right here, $50, the 33.50 is an interesting spot because it was a resistance here. So you can see that the price stayed here for a very long time before eventually breaking out. You'll see that price came down and revisited it and shot back up. Price went back up. Now you see that the price comes back down. It went past it, but then it pushed all the way back up. So I like this candle, the way the price is pushing back up. We could see a move back to the upside. So I entered a small position there just for fun because we weren't doing anything. I wanted to at least take one trade on the stream. This is not an official signal. I'm not giving this in my Discord group because this is a very high risk one. But I just wanted to take you guys through a trade and through my thought process as I take on a trade, so you can see why I took it and how I set up how I look for my stop loss, you know, all that. So you can see the price is going against us now, but it's all good because we know where we're going to get out if we're wrong. So we're down a little bit and I'm fine with that. We're just gonna watch it now and see what happens. So I'm gonna move this out the way so we could just watch this right here. Let's see how it works out. Luna One coin. It's a metaverse coin. It's in pre-sale. Yeah, man. I stay away from pre-sales. I don't touch new coins. You can make money on them, but you're gonna, most of them, 9 out of 10 of them are gonna fail. So you're probably going to, unless you really do your research and your work on it, you're probably gonna lose money more often than you make money. Even though the 1 out of 10 could like 10x and make up for all the other 9 that fell. But like I said, like I like to stick to what I know and what I'm good at, which is trading. And instead of trying to be a jack of all trades and trying to keep up with hundreds of different coins, I keep it very, very simple. I keep up with Bitcoin and I keep up with Ethereum. I don't really care about much else. Master a handful of coins and trade them. That's all you need. You don't need to be looking for pre-sales and, you know, looking through in the gutter for all sorts of random coins. You know, you can make money. You can outperform all of that if you just learn a handful of coins and how they move and how to trade them. No, I don't trade on isolated. I trade on cross. I write for you guys. You guys trade on isolated. I always recommend you guys to trade on isolated. I trade on cross because I use a bigger position. So because I use a bigger position, and because I'm on cross, now my my liquidation price is a lot lower because it's using my entire account balance. So when you're on cross, you're using your entire account balance. When you're on isolated, you're only risking the amount that you put into the trade. That's why I tell you guys, use isolated and don't go over 10x, because you guys don't know what you're doing. Like, you don't have enough experience to know how to manage your trades. So yeah, you guys, you stay isolated. 10x max leverage is what I recommend. Don't do what I do as I teach. And then once you gain experience, once you're consistent, then you can switch over to cross. But yeah, for now, you don't want to take that risk. It's a lot riskier. All right, Mon W, you're filled. You're in it with me. All right, let's see what happens. So with cross, the leverage on cross is basically always moving. So there's no, it's basically like, could be between 10x to 100x. It's always moving on cross. So it's like a dynamic leverage type of thing, I think that's what it is. I'm not even sure. I just know that it's definitely a big large leverage. Because cross, when you use cross before, it used to automatically be 100x leverage, I think, but they switched something. So now I'm not sure. Now it's like more of a dynamic leverage where it's constantly switching depending how much money it's using from your balance. I should probably do more research on it, but yeah. I'm just used to the old cross. All right, guys, I'm finally finished eating. But yeah, guys, I scalp. I mainly scalp. I don't do too much long-term trades. I used to do more long-term trades, but again, in crypto, it's so difficult because price is so volatile in both directions. you're more profitable and more successful if you scalp than if you try to do long-term trades. So the way I look at it, my long-term trades are my long-term positions, right? So for long-term trades, I'm not using leverage. I just have my long-term positions, and I do trades in those the same way. So for my long-term positions, those are in right now, right? As price goes up, I start selling them off, taking profits. And then when price comes back down, I start buying and entering my long-term positions again. And I just do that over and over and over. So then what I do with my trading account, with my trading capital, is I scalp. I just scalp the market over and over and over. I scalp all these little ranges, all these little moves up, moves down. I scalp it all. I'm in and out very quickly. And that's how I add more to my portfolio. Yeah, I'll definitely look into doing a video explaining cross versus isolated. Fayez, yeah, you can trade with no leverage. It's not the same. You know what I mean? Unless you have large amounts of capital, on a 1% move where, with leverage, you can make a 10% return on it. On a 1% move, you're only going to make 1%. So that's the issue. If you're not trading with leverage, you're going to be making a lot less money because you're not leveraging your capital, right? That's why real estate is such a good. That's why a lot of people like to make. That's why a lot of people make a lot of money in real estate because they leverage their capital, right? When people are buying homes, they're not, if it's a $1 million home, they're not putting down $1 million cash. They don't have $1 million. They only need to put in 30%. So they only need to come out of pocket $300K to buy $100 million house. The same thing of a $100,000 house, you probably only need, you actually only need like $20,000 or less, right? To own the rights to a $100,000 property. So you're leveraging your cash. I do the same thing with trading. I leverage my cash. So I could be trading with $1 million without needing to have $1 million. What's up, Fayez? Fayez. Faze. Is it Faze or Fayez? But yeah, the thing with like anything, leverage is dangerous if it goes against you, because the same way you can make a lot of money if it goes up, you can lose a lot of money if it goes down. So you have to be careful with it. You got to know what you're doing. The reason a lot of people do it in real estate, because real estate is a physical asset, and over time, it's gonna go up, right? When we're trading is a little bit different because we're in it for a lot shorter periods of time. So in real estate, even if it goes down and it goes against you, you can still you could just wait it out. Eventually, you'll make profit. So it's hard to lose in real estate. And when we're trading, we're in and out a lot faster. So it's dangerous because you can get liquidated out of your position. So you got to know what you're doing. I mean, it's up to you if you're going to use leverage in the beginning. If you do, you should use the minimum, like 2x max, or maybe I would keep it 1x. So like if you're trading with $100, right? Well, if your capital is $1,000, your risk is 1%. So that's $10 risk. You should be using, plus you're using leverage. So then you have to calculate what your 1% risk at that spot with leverage. So that's something you do have to, something extra that you need to take into account. So yeah, I mean, when you're starting out, you should probably not be using leverage until you really understand it. And then when you do start using leverage, use very, very small amounts, 2x max. right. So let's see how our trade's doing. You can see the price is going up. Our trade is in the green, currently in profit. Our entry point was 353. So we pull up the trade here. You can see we're $45 in profit, and profit is loss calculated based on the last traded price. Okay, so when we're looking at the trade right now, we're up $78, right? But if you'll notice that if I put my mouse over it, it says 105. The reason why, if you read this little thing that it says there, is that right here, when you don't have your mouse over it, it shows this price here. It uses this price to calculate your unrealized profit. And then when you do put your mouse over it, it uses this price over here. So you see this price is a little bit higher, 360. This was 359. So that's the difference between them. So price is looking good. We're up almost $100. Fayez, you just wrote your name again. I don't know which one you're saying. You have to like spell it out the way that it's pronounced. Wrecked from all the nodes. Well, I mean, as long as you hold, eventually, hopefully they go back up, right? I'm at 20 nodes in Strong Block. And 20 something in Thor. Those are the only two projects I'm in. Do I have any scalping tutorials? Yes, I do actually. Let me see. We're up $100, guys. Let me see if I can. So if you go to playlist and you go to trading for beginners, view full playlist. You can go through all these videos and I teach you all sorts of stuff from the most basic understanding candlesticks to supporting resistance, top-down analysis, how to use TradingView, how much money you should invest, how to buy the dip, risk management, how to calculate position size, taking profits, using leverage, should you HODL or should you day trade? Right, and then here, boom, scalping trading strategy explained. So you can check this out. This is one of the methods that I use for scalping. Now, I did this video a few months back. I'm not sure exactly when. So I don't remember exactly what's in the video. But this is definitely one of the methods I use. All right, guys, let's look at the prices here. Let's look at our trade that we took live. So we're up currently about $136. Now, we're going to start looking for an exit, right, to take profit. So where should we take profit? So we could do one of two things. We could either use a trailing stop, which will trail it, and we can make it, you know, very close, a very small trailing stop, or we can start looking for spots to take profit up here. So as the price goes up, I want to look at what happened last time. Nope, someone's at the front door. I want to see what happened last time. So you see last time prices went up. We went up to about 33.80, right? 33.75-ish area. So it looks like the 33.70 area is where we had a lot of consolidation. So okay, what I'm going to look to do then is to take profits around 33.70, 33.75, 33.80, right? So that's the range I want to look to take profits in. So I'll take profits there, and then I will set up a trailing stop loss as well once we get there. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to go right here where it says take profit. We're going to hit right here, and we're going to sell wait here. First, we got to set up the number. So let's do 3370 just to keep it nice and simple. And then we're going to sell a percentage of our position. So I like to do 25%. Let's see. So that's 12,500 out of 50,000. So set the quantity that I want to sell at 3370. And then I'm going to confirm it. All right, so we have our take profit set. Now the very next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to set up a trailing stop loss. So you can set it up from now. So I'm gonna hit add, then I'm gonna go to price retracement. I'm gonna set it up at 5, and I'm gonna go to activation price. So what these two things mean, activation price is when does the trailing stop get activated, right? So we're gonna do that at the same spot where we take profit. So 3370, and then your price retracement, you can do whatever number you want here. You can give it more room so that you don't get stopped out, or you can be more aggressive like I'm being here, because if price gets rejected from 3370, I'll be stopped out at 3365. And I'm good with that. I'm good with taking my profits and closing my full position there. So I'm gonna set mine at 5 with the activation price 3370, and I'm gonna hit confirm. So our stop loss is set, right? We have a stop loss, we have a take profit, and we have a trailing stop. So we're all set. Now all we got to do now is sit back with your drink in your hand and watch the magic happen, right? Just watch it happen. If it goes our way, awesome. You know, if it doesn't, we'll look for another one, and that's it. So you can see we're at 3364, getting close to our take profit area. Mon W, yeah, you could definitely do that if you want. So I'm leaving mine for now because I have a I have my what do you call it, my trailing stop, and I want to be able to take profit. But you can definitely, if you want, go to the 5-minute candles, and you would be setting it up around 359ish, right? So you could do that. You could also set up your trailing stop right now. So that's up to you if you want to set it up, or if you want to move it up. I'm leaving mine open, but I also have higher risk tolerance. So it's up to you. If you want to make sure that this trade is profitable for you, then right now get your stop loss, move it under this candle, right? Under this 5-minute candle. So put it around 33.58. That way, no matter what, you're going to make a profit on this trade, even if it goes back. I'm leaving mine for the moment because I want to be a little bit looser with my trade. So you see, we're currently up about $161, 162 right now. You don't have activation price and quantity. Are you trading in inverse perpetual? Are you trading the same like this on USD, or are you trading on USDT? Sometimes on USDT, it could be a little bit different than if you're trading here in the inverse contracts. All right, we got 3366. We're up 200. So if we hit our take profit area, that should put us up over 200 in profit. Let's see. It'll be, I'm guessing it'll be $250 profit on the trade if we hit our TP right here. So we're taking 25% there, and then we're going into trail mode at that point. So let's see if we get that move up. Guys, if you're in here and you haven't liked the video yet, make sure to smash the like button on the video. Helps support the channel. It helps spread the video and the live stream to a lot more people as well. So I'd appreciate it, guys. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I want to do these live streams where I'm doing live day trading more often. So if you guys enjoy these type of live streams, then make sure to subscribe and like, and turn on the notifications so that you know when we are going live. All right, so just gonna let this trade go, and we're just waiting here to see what happens. Well, I mean, it's gonna hit where we're gonna take profit. Like, not too worried about it. Again, if you're in the trade with me and you're worried about it, you can move up your stops into profit. So we're up about 200 right now on this trade. I know Mon is in this trade with me. Is anyone else in the live stream? Any of you guys jump in the trade as well? You're with me? Awesome. All right, let's hit this profit. Oh, we're almost there. We're at 256 in profit. Come on, we're 20 cents away. So close to hitting profit right there. Ah, that was so close to hitting our TP. All right, we're there again. Come on. It's going to push up. It's going to do it. Let's go. 50 cents away. Just need a little move up. We're 250 into profit. It doesn't want to hit 270. That's crazy. Gord, how's Ice Poker going? Yeah, it's pretty much around 70 a day. I think maybe a little bit more. Let me see. Where's my spreadsheet? I have a spreadsheet where I pretty much track it. The thing now is that the price of ICE is down to like 7 cents, right? So because it's down 7 cents to 7 cents, like what I'm making daily is less. And now my CoinGecko is not even loading, so I can't see. But yeah, like yesterday, I think I did around $93. So it just depends on the day how my delegates perform and all that. There's actually my spreadsheet for ICE where I track every day, you know, how they perform. So you can see it's been pretty good so far. We had 72, 54, da, da, da. We had one day here, 124. So on the 16th, $124. Then on the 22nd, $123. Now the issue is that during this time, it was 10 cents. So you'll notice yesterday, I earned 1,226 ICE tokens, which is more than both this day and this day. But because the ICE is worth like 7.5 cents, it was 0.076. That came out to $93 for yesterday. So it's still constantly making me a pretty good amount. My goal is to have it average out to like $100 a day. At $100 a day, it'll make me $3,000 a month. So that's the goal for that. I think once the price on ICE goes back up, then I'll easily be doing $100 a day. So I'm not selling right now. I'm gonna wait on that for the price to go back up, so I could take some profits there. Yeah, Mon. Remember, Mon, that you told me. I think it was you. You were telling me about crypto cars, and I think I kind of looked at it, but it was very sketch looking. So I didn't end up ever, putting any money into it or anything like that. Yeah, you got to make sure that, especially with NFT projects, you got to make sure to do your research on those and really find out who you're dealing with. And if they're anonymous, it's not even worth your time. All right, guys, we're at, where's the trade at? Look how crazy this is. It went up to 3369.85. It was 15 cents away from our profit, from taking profit, and it would have triggered the trail stop. So that means we would have been out of the trade already if it hit, because we would have taken profit. We would have been out. We would have set up the trail stop. We would have been out at 65. Would have made a nice little $200 on the trade. Gord, yeah. They're actually down now. So the prices actually went down. They're like 50% down from where they were, because they were up over 2 Ethereum for each wearable. Now it's down to under 1 Ethereum per wearable. So if you were looking to buy one now, if you're looking to buy a wearable, now is the time, because you can get one for under 1 Ethereum at this point. And I definitely believe that price will go back up to 2 Ethereum at least. So I think it's a good time. I don't know. I think it's a good time to buy it and just play with it, earn some money along the way. If you don't want to do it yourself, just delegate it out to someone else, earn some passive income off of it, and then when the price goes up, sell it for a profit. So if you look over here, this is the ICE wearables. You can see the floor price is currently at 0.94. And you can see that we went from way up here, where the floor price was at around 2.7. That was the average price, 2.7. And right now we're at the bottom basically. And this is the same area that we were over here. So we're at the bottom, I think. And I think that prices will go up from here. So I think it's a good time to get in if you're looking to buy one. Let's see what this costs. So it's still pretty expensive. It's $3,100. But yeah, I mean, it's up to you. I think it's a good deal. I bought 2 more. Yeah, it is laggy. So there's two different things that they're currently doing. One is they have a mobile version for Ice Poker that they're about to release soon. I think it's in beta testing. So that's coming up. And then the second thing is Decentraland has now a desktop app that you can download, I think, and that should be less buggy and less laggy. So you can try to use that to see how that goes for you. Even on my computer, on here, like on this computer that I'm using right now, it still lags sometimes. And this is like I have a what is it called, like a 2080 graphics card. The GeForce 2080 RTX 2080. I don't know what. It's like it's an expensive graphics card, right? It's not the top of the line, but it's up there. And I still lag with this. So and on my laptop, yeah, like my laptop lags a lot. So it's heavy on the GPU. Fees are calculated, I believe, it's like a 0.06%, but then you have to, it's like times whatever amount of leverage you're using as well. So you have to, it's something like that. You have to look at their FAQ if you want to know the exact formula that they use to calculate your fees. Would I swear for the project? What do you mean? What is swearing for the project mean? PTA from Nigeria. What's going on? PTA. He says, love what you do in the crypto space. It does help a whole lot more than you can even imagine. Keep the flame burning, my man. Thanks once again. Appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words, man. I really appreciate it. That's what I do it for, man, to help you guys out. Because I know especially when you're first starting out, it's a tough space to navigate through. So appreciate it. I'm glad I'm able to help. Mon, you're out of ETH for a small profit. Nice. Yeah, I'm still in it, and we're back to where we entered. We're 15 cents away from profit, and now we're back to where we entered. So, if you want, you could really enter again here at 33.50. Gord, yeah, definitely. Ice Poker, to me, in my opinion, is the best play to earn at the moment. I am trying out another one right now. So I'm trying out, there's a new project that I'm currently testing out. I'll do a video on it soon. This one is more, it's a play to earn / GameFi, right? So basically what this one is, it's an app, and you basically get paid to walk, jog, or run. And the way you make money, you have to buy their NFT. So it's similar to Ice Poker, where you need a wearable, right? The wearable is an NFT in order to play and make money. This project is similar. You have to buy. It's pretty much looks like a wearable, right? But you're not in a metaverse, so you have to buy an NFT, which is a shoe, and then you use the shoe to make money when you go walking. So depending on what shoe you have, it makes more or less money. You could also level up your shoes to make more money. It's a lot of stuff that goes into it, and it's actually pretty cool. I've been making around $40 a day just going for a 10-minute walk every single day. Now I haven't cashed out anything yet because I've been using the money that I've been making to basically level up the shoe and get a second shoe and all that. But yeah, it's a cool project. It's called Step N. I'll write it in the chat. So it's an app. You guys can check it out. Look it up. Look at the white paper. Make sure to do your research. Don't blindly follow me. These things are all risky, right? But it's the new project that I'm currently checking out right now. Bozic, send me a DM on Instagram. Tell me it's you, and I will send you a discount code if you want to sign up today. So it'll be for 24 hours, a 24-hour code for you to sign up today. So if that's all it takes for you to take that leap, to take that step, I will send you a discount code today. Send me a DM on Instagram, and I got you. All right, guys. So Ethereum has been teasing us because it went up to 15 cents away from where we're going to take profit, and it went all the way back down. So let's I'm gonna move this out the way so we can look at both charts here together. How low did this go? To the 200s. All right, so price is pushing back up now. Let's see what happens here. All right, if we can get this trade to close here and profit, we'll end the stream with that. I want to end it with a W. Okay, yeah, I understand. Yeah, that's not a slang. Like, I kind of understood it, but I wasn't sure if that's how you meant it. Like here in the US, like we say something similar, but they'll be like swear to God, right? It'll be like swear to God, swear to your mom, swear to your mother, your father, your grandmother, swear to somebody, right? Instead of just the swear. So that's why I was like, what do you mean, do I swear? I mean, I believe in it. But you have to remember, this is crypto. Anything can happen, Everything in crypto is a lot more risky than outside of crypto. If you're doing it with a company that's whatever, So I don't know. It's up to you. It is still a risk. Don't just take my word for it. Make sure to do your own research. Look up the project, the team behind it. Look up how their tokens work, the tokenomics behind the project. I believe in the project. I've been in it since November. So I definitely believe in it. I've definitely been making money on it. So it's up to you though, if you want to make that investment. I could show you what my account looks like right now. There's my account right now. I currently have, this is all this month. So what I do, I just leave the rewards for the whole month. And then at the end of the month, when the new month starts, I'll claim the rewards and it'll come over here to where this ice area. And I'll start over here. Cause this is how I keep track of how much I make every month. So this month I've made basically $1,500, right? And it's not over. I'm doing like 1,000 ice per day. So that's around 70 something, $80. Is it? No, 1,000, it's closer to $90, I think. I have to look at my spreadsheet again. I forget. Yeah, so 1,000 is around $77, depending on the price of ice. So yesterday I did 1,200 ice, which was $93. So it just depends. You see that all my delegates are checked in. Oh, except one. There's somebody that has not checked in yet. So I'm going to have to make sure that they check in there. But yeah, it's made me, it should be making me around starting next month, because I've got 3 new wearables this month. So next month I should be making around close to between $2,500 to $3,000, $2,500 to $3,000 a month. But I have, remember, I have 8 wearables. So I have 8 of them. So you just kind of got to divide that by 8, right? Let's see, 1,000 divided by 8 times 30 times 0.8. Whoops, something wrong happened there. Times 0.08. Yeah, so they're making, it's basically like between $300 to $500 per wearable is what it's paying out, I think. And this is because I'm delegating it out. So if I were to play on it, I could make more money. If you were to play, you could probably make around 300 ICE per day like for one wearable only, obviously. 300 times 30, that's 9,000 ICE in a month, times its current price. We're just gonna put that the current price is 8 cents, $720 a month. So I mean, it's not bad. And if you do that over a long period of time, it's really good, right? Justin, what's going on, Justin? Awesome, Gord. You're starting your own wearable play to earn. That sounds interesting. All right, guys, this trade is just sleeping right now. So remember, I told you guys that between 12 to 2, the market slows down. It's not a lot of volume. So you can see here how the volume has dropped off, right? Basically, if you look at this, you can see from here, volume has just fallen off. And that's normal part of the market at this time. So usually after 12, after 11 is when you start seeing the decrease in volume. So price action becomes boring. And then after 2 p.m., I would say probably after 3, it usually picks back up. So, yeah, that's currently where we're at. Now, I'm going to end the stream. We've been live for 2 hours and 15 minutes now. And there's really nothing else going on here. But you guys already know the setups that we have for this trade that we're in. We're still going to be in it. We'll update you guys on Instagram. I'll post it, you know, depending on what happens with it. If it becomes a losing trade or if it's a winning trade, I'll let you guys know. Price is going back down right now. We're tracing a bit here. But yeah, guys, Justin, I will be at I'll be speaking at 3 different conferences next week. So I won't be at the Bitcoin conference itself, but I'll be at 3 different conferences next week. I'm doing one's called the Shitcoin conference. One is called Block. I think it's Block Week or the Block Conference, Blockchain Conference. I don't know what. That's on April 10th and 11th. Shitcoin is on April 5th. And then one is called like Ethereum something. It's on April 6th. I'm posting it all on Instagram and on Twitter and stuff like that. So I'll post it on there. But I'll be at a lot of conferences next week. I won't be specifically at the Bitcoin conference though, because there's so many things going on, and there's really nothing for me to do there, other than networking, which is really good. But I had opportunities to do other things. So yeah, man. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to again switch over to the live stream, the 24/7 live stream. I'm gonna switch over to that, and it'll look like this, so you guys can use these as signals. You know, hopefully I showed you guys in today's video how to follow the signals and how to play them and all that. So you guys could watch the beginning of this video to see that. That's pretty much it, guys. I will see you guys. Let's see. Maybe we'll do this daily. Let's see how it goes. But I'll put the live stream back up now after I finish this one. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments of this video. Send me a message on Instagram, or comment on the 24/7 live stream. I'll eventually look at all of them, right? Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. Make sure to smash the like button if you have not yet, and turn on notifications so that you guys know exactly when it is that I go live or when I drop new videos. Love you guys. Thank you for supporting, and I will see you on the next video. Maybe I'll be live again tomorrow. We'll see. All right, guys. Peace and love.